Sometimes in life, the world is going to be annoying. Your day is going to suck. Your wife is going to nag you. Your dog is going to piss all over the floor. The post office is going to lose your mail, which is actually what happened to me today. Just in general, things seem to suck a lot of the time with life. For example, I have these Endermen that keep stealing dirt blocks and placing them in my buildings. So in this crash out, I'm gonna kill them because that's what I feel like doing. But you know what? That's just life, okay? When life decides to annoy you, when life decides to be the biggest pain in your actual butt, you have to just sit back, take a breath, and regroup. Because otherwise you make mistakes. Otherwise you do things that you didn't want to do. Like for example, in my anger right now, I just threw an ender pearl that I could have used later on. Okay, I threw a tantrum and the tantrum ended up screwing me over. Do yourself a favor and don't throw that tantrum, okay? Do yourself a favor and don't become consumed by your anger. And I'm talking about all of this because I am being consumed by my anger these days. I cannot lie to you guys. It's just been one of those days, one of those weeks, one of those months. Okay, there's just so many small things that happen daily in my life, and I'm sure in all of our lives, that just become such big irritants that you don't even care anymore. You don't want to get out of bed and deal with even more crap. You don't want to get out of bed just to feel miserable because you have to take care of something that you don't want to have to take care of. For example, yesterday I figured out that I'd placed a mail hold request from the post office. And the mail hold request is normally just fine because what that means is that they hold your mail for a certain amount of time while you can't pick it up or you can't get to the door of your apartment building or wherever the hell so that it doesn't get stolen and lost. Well, the mail hold request didn't work. As a matter of fact, the mail hold request, half of my mail came to my house, and the other half is just unaccounted for. We don't know where it is. So then I called my local post office, and, well, nobody answered. So I called the one that was closest to that one as well, and again, nobody answered. So then I called the general number to the U.S. Postal Service, like the national one, and of course I couldn't get anyone on the phone. No, God forbid we have a human working for that. No, I couldn't get a single person. So, of course, I tried all the fun, glitchy ways to try and get a person on the phone. Nothing. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to drive down to the post office and see what happens. Keep in mind, I drove to the same post office that didn't answer my call in the first place. And what do you know? There was people actually working there. So I wonder how come they didn't answer my call since the phone rang for about, 5 minutes, like actually hearing it physically ring. But that's a different story. I talked to the lady at the post office. And she basically told me, oh, this is just a distribution center. So you have to go to the central one that is another 20 minutes away. So of course I drive to the central post office to talk about the fact that my mail is missing. And I asked them, of course, is my mail here perchance since I haven't gotten it? Even though I'm getting emails saying, oh, I should have gotten it. And well, what do you know? It's not there. And guess what? They can't do anything for me. I have to make a formal complaint online. I'm like, cool. Yet another waste of my time. More time that I'm going to spend where I could have been doing anything else like working or just anything of the sort. Just dealing with the post office because that's what I needed in my life. Now that's the morning I had, and in general it has been the past couple of days for me because that's just how life decided to be these past few days. So for once I took my own advice. I didn't crash out. I didn't yell at any of the post office workers for the incredible inconvenience that this was. I didn't start yelling at them and demanding things that I knew they couldn't give me because what's the point? I made my formal request, and I'm using this YouTube video as a way to crash out. Using this outlet that I have as a way to express my feelings and emotions. And basically what I'm saying here is, if you're in a similar situation, you've had a weird, annoying day, you want to crash out somehow, crash out in the comment sections below. Let me know. What is annoying you today? What are you angry about? What has just been the cause of your irritation today? I would love to know. And if the comment section isn't good enough, go punch a punching bag. Go exercise. Hang out with some friends and complain about it. Get it out of your system and then go back to your life. A lot of times things just pile up in life. A lot of small little things, and it piles up until there's that one little thing that breaks the camel's back. For me, that thing was the post office today. For you, it might even be something even smaller. Maybe you stubbed your toe in a way that pissed you off and you just can't be bothered today. Or maybe it's something big. Maybe you lost your job on top of stubbing your toe today. It could be any level of thing. The point is, you gotta tell yourself, this too shall pass, okay? This is just a blip in the overall life experience. It'll go away, and you won't even remember it a week from now, a month from now, a year from now. And I know it's easier said than done. Trust me, I'm tired of telling myself this shit every day. But it's true. What else can you do? Life is annoying. Life is very annoying. But it is also beautiful. And there's also beautiful moments. Okay? And I did have some very beautiful moments recently. I had a very nice Valentine's Day with my girlfriend. Okay? We had a good time together. We had a very nice dinner. We laughed. We ate. We got some very funny food that was served to us on a rock for some reason. That is one of the beautiful parts of life recently. But it hasn't all been like that. And it is really hard sometimes to push through. But I'm here to tell you that it's going to be fine, man. It's going to be fine. Keep it in your pants. Don't lose your shit, because losing your shit is costly. There have been so many times recently where I've just been in a lose your shit kind of mode. So many times. And it's actually embarrassing to think about. It's embarrassing to think about that Mr. Life Advice over here can't handle his own life. And I don't really have much else to say about it. I just had to get that off my chest, because honestly, man, I just had to say it, man. Life is pissing me off lately. But you know what? That's okay. If life is pissing you off, just let yourself be mad. Let yourself be mad for a bit, and then just move on. But don't let it keep you there, because I've been letting it keep me there recently, and I really, really, really fucking hate being there. Don't sit and wallow and piss and moan about it, because honestly, it makes you even more mad, is what I've come to find out. That is my PSA for today. Thank you all so much for watching. And as always, good night and good luck, everybody.